I'm audio. You're watching this on my glorious channel. Yes. So, right now, Go is explaining to you that that territory right to the north of you, he just said its name, I don't recall it. You shouldn't deal with it because, you know, the other two factions are fighting over it currently. And if you deploy units there, Go will be like, hey, pull them out, you dumbass. I just told you what the fuck you're not supposed to be doing and you're trying to do it anyway. So, you can't actually do anything there. Hibiki it is because she yields money, right? Actually, I will let you read this. It should be different. It should be unique. Actually, you shouldn't have had the opportunity to see any of this before yet. I had just slept with both of the girls the first time, and the first time everything is predetermined, so you can see what she has to say now. Usually it's pretty meaningful, at least with Kunagi it is. I mentioned that I didn't read Sane's at all. So there's that. But, yeah, the territory north of here, you can't deploy units to. They'll pull them out. You have to wait for one of the two to take it. I'm pretty sure that either one can, but... No. No, Sensoji always starts with it, and Gakuren always takes it from them. I think that's how it goes. So, at least from my experience, that's always what's happened. So, I don't know. But, that's really all there is to that. And of course, as I said before, you can start choosing what you're doing in the scenes on your second and onward time through. So, now you know, and this is going to be interesting here. This is new to me, this dialogue and everything. I have no idea if... She might leave. She might break out of the prison. Some characters do that. And I guess that is what she's doing. So, capturing her doesn't really matter much. Unless Roga catches her. But, you know. Actually, Hotta Daigo, who I'm reluctant to talk about more of because we haven't met him yet, he'll break out of prison in the next phase of the game if you haven't done anything with him. Kyouko does it here. Yeah, I'll let you know when we see other characters that do it. Yeah, but I guess that kind of removes her from play. I don't know. Neither of these guys are important, so again, they get released for cash. And we don't need to listen to what the jailer girl has to say, because we don't really have to listen to Go either. Sometimes he says really specific things here that are important. Later on in the game, Heita will go missing, and he'll, mention it here, and that's kind of important because you may not... I mean, if you're experienced with the game and you've played it before, you might just be skipping through, and then he'll tell you, fucking Heita got lost in the woods, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I guess I should do something about that. But if you're experienced with the game, that probably won't happen anyway. I'm just gonna suppress this. I don't know what it does. I don't think you need to do it. But, some people are probably laughing at what I'm doing in those phases of the game. That's okay. I guess we can speak to this girl again. Another thing that I didn't mention, Kineko gives you an item, and Bride, Bride doesn't have any items. Kineko gives you... Well, she'll be giving it to me eventually. It's an item that reduces damage, I mean. It's got the same icon as the bunny mask from Sengoku Rants. So, that's how that goes. Someone's messaging me about something. So I'm going to open that and see where the window goes. There we are. I'm going to put this in my mouth, too. Just a second. There we go. I told him 1 second, but it's actually going to be like 6 minutes. I hope he's okay with that. He may not be. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing here. You can't really snuff out, you know, Gakuren if you take their last territory there, because they'll take this one here. I think I'm just gonna go in here anyway. I wasn't going to. I was gonna hit this place, but I'm not now. I don't actually care about that faction at all. So I'm just gonna go all in here. She's gonna go on defense. Kunagi will rest. I don't really have anybody. Ugh. I don't like this. This will probably be okay, except this spot will not be okay. This will not be okay at all. Ranged people are usually alright for defense if you want to do that, just because, you know, they're ranged and they have a chance at stopping things. And I'll send Heita as well, because that's a sure thing. And that will do. And, this isn't good. I guess Rogue is gonna go too, there we are. And we'll attack it. So, I wanted Roga to rest, but that's not gonna work out here. You can see, since this is their last territory, they've got, you know, they've got a lot of, look at the bars. You've got to attack here 2-3 times minimum. Actually, 3 times minimum. So, that's how that goes. And that guy just one-shots all the stuff. Roga's gonna one-shot people too, it's just that he may also get hit, and, I don't, you know, like, I need Roga to have high stamina and health available for when I need him to fight, you know, important people. Nobody else can do that. So when I let him get like this, and Ren attacks my capital again, it's pretty shitty because I can only half-assedly defend, you know? I can't really defend well. I can't ruin their shit, so... yeah, but these last 2 territories in the bottom here are being turned over to the other factions. They correspond to their sides of the map, so Gakuren's taking one, and Sensoji is taking the other. And Hitani Mario is the guy who goes to Gakuren. He doesn't really have an allegiance there. I will get Hitani Mario. He's awesome. Probably one of my favorite guys in the game. He's a shitty musician. No, I guess he can play the guitar appropriately, but he's kinda, you know, I mean, look at him. He's not a serious guy, and he's pretty forgetful, to put it lightly. He's one of the more comic characters in the game. Him, Go, and a couple other people tied together because they're comic, they're humorous, and all that stuff, but they have story events related to that later on, and I'll tell you who they are as well. So, there you go. He doesn't have any unique music, though it seems like he should. He does have one of the most badass attack animations in the game. That's important. Because, you know, it's important to me. He slams his guitar into people and then, like, shoots at them. That's what it appears to be to me. He's, like, shooting them with his guitar. You'll see it, though. And he's a mid-range fighter. I'd say he's... You get a lot of mid-range fighters later on, and I'd say he's about average because of it. But it's whatever. He's not hard to fight, but he does a lot of damage at this stage in the game. Like, his damage doesn't scale well later on, but right now if you're fighting him, he'll hit your troops for a lot, and you gotta really be careful about that. I mean, I'm going to try to capture him with Hibiki, right? Well, she can only take one of his attacks. I know that. So you don't want to, like, fuck with him too much with... You know, you have to soften him up with other people, and then Hibiki if you want to use her to capture him. Daigo is much the same, actually. Daigo hits really hard right now, and you finally get to see him. But, his attack scales better than Mario's later in the game. And Daigo has a lot more unique stuff related to him. Mario's pretty much the same throughout, and he's kind of an interesting guy. Daigo goes through a lot of changes, and he has a lot of outcomes. He can die in a couple of ways, and his death is required for some other characters' character clears. Well, just one, but, you know, I'll go over that later on when it's relevant. And I won't be killing him for that character if I capture Daigo. I fully intend to capture Daigo. and Mario both, but that's kind of hard to do. And this is what I have to intercept. This isn't bad. June, hey, yeah. All right, I'm not getting this guy. Obviously, he's gonna get killed right here. There you are. Which is good, because I don't like dealing with him. And this guy's gone too. Senna, keeping true to her 0 evasion, will never dodge. There we are. Being attacked here as well, and that's, you know, I prepared for it for the most part. Like, their counter chance is so low, but I know they're going to do it anyway. So, I end up doing this so I can, you know, stop him. The other ones are all going to be killable, actually. They're all going to be killable. These girls aren't strong enough to do it. Reduce it to 1. And I'll let Hate to go because, you know, those girls will get one shot by them. You know, they're not valuable units, but I still don't want to lose people. So, that's how it is. I've got to go, so I'll see you guys in the next part.